Okay, so now we're in email, and you're like, well, how do I actually send an email? Here's how we do that. So right down here, at the bottom right corner where it says compose, this is where you're going to write an email. It has the little pencil too. So you're going to click that. In the to line, this is where you put the email of who you want to send it to. For this video, I am going to put my own email because I'm going to send this to myself. However, when you are writing an email, don't put your own email up there. You want to put someone else's. So you know what? I'll put my Drexel email. How about that? That just means it's not in my organization. All right. And the from is who's this coming from. So if you have multiple emails like I do, you can click this little arrow and it'll help make sure you're sending it from the correct email, which is important. You know, if you're sending a work email, you want to make sure it's coming from your work email, not your personal email, and vice versa. The subject line, this is not where you write the entire email. Sometimes people do that, and it's totally understandable, but this is like a summary of the idea of the email. What is the main idea of the email? Basically, the subject line is, what's the subject? What is this email about? And the compose email right down here is where you write the email. Okay? And so the way that I teach people how to write an email is that it's like writing a letter. So if you're familiar with writing a letter to someone, it's almost the same thing. It's just digital. Okay? So I'm going to call this, the reason why I'm sending the email is email video practice. You know? So to start off an email, you're going to start with a greeting, just like a letter. You say, hi. Usually put the person's name. Or not. It's up to you. You want to put a comma, a return, and another space. And then this is where you write what you want to say. So for me, I'll keep it short and sweet. This is an example of how to write an email for my email video practice. And see, there's like autocorrect. Because when you write an email, you know, you want to make sure it's readable. You want to try to use good grammar and punctuation. So if you spell something wrong, like, see, you got autocorrect here. Or if I use bad grammar here, that would autocorrect me. But sometimes you'll see a little red line underneath. Like when I type my name, half the time it comes up with the red line, but it's my name. But yeah, you want to proofread is what it's called. You want to read it over and think, okay, do I want to send this to someone? You know, when you write an email, you don't want to write anything that you wouldn't say to someone's face. Here are some examples of what not to do. Okay. Writing in all caps. So what does that mean? Hi, this is my email. Because when I'm reading this, it looks like you're shouting, even though you might not be. So we don't want to do that. We also don't want to put everything in the subject line, and we want to make sure we use punctuation, like commas, so it's not all one big sentence. And to end the email, you know, sometimes you might see some of us from BLIT with fancy signatures. I don't have a BLIT signature. I just felt like that was a little much, but I do have a signature for my school email, and you can customize signatures. If someone's interested in that, you can let me know, and I'll show you how to do it. I have a very cute one for my school email. It's pink. But, you know, as cute as that is, there's a time and place for everything. So you want to end your email with a closing. I usually put thank you. Sometimes people put regards, sincerely. I just think thank you is always good. And then sign your name. It's like doing your signature at the end, pretty much, in a letter. Sometimes people put their pronouns. It's totally up to you what you want to include in your signature, but I'm keeping this pretty short and simple. Now before I send it, I'm going to read it in my head. All right. And so what you can do to send it is click this little blue paper airplane we see up here. We're going to click that. And look, it confirms it's sent. Yay. All right.